So this is an AI employee. I'm going to show you how it works, then I'm going to show you how to build it. I'm going to send this message to it that I need a thumbnail for a YouTube video. Show me the thumbnail and also send it to my email. Get the script, give it to my team on Telegram, and then turn the script into an aesthetic lead magnet PDF and put that in my Google Drive. So this is an AI employee. I'm going to show you how it works, then I'm going to show you how to build it. I'm going to send this message to it that I need a thumbnail for a YouTube video. Show me the thumbnail and also send it to my email. Get the script, give it to my team on Telegram, and then turn the script into an aesthetic lead magnet PDF and put that in my Google Drive. Okay, so as you can see, it's done. We didn't have to do anything at all. It does the whole thing by itself. It gave us the thumbnail, which I asked for. It said it's also sent it to my email. Let's have a look. Yeah, I got a thumbnail right here. If I click on this, got it right there, perfect. It says the script was sent to Telegram. Let me open my Telegram, bring it here. Yeah, it sent the script, the whole script, right here. Here's the full script in our latest video. Give any feedback, perfect. It says that the lead magnet PDF has been saved to my Google Drive as this. So let's see if that's there. Here it is, getting started with your first agentic workflow. Here's kind of a preview of what it looks like, the PDF it made. This thing will do it all for you. Let me download this. Now, the way you build it is very simple. Okay, so as you can see, it's done. We didn't have to do anything at all. It does the whole thing by itself. It gave us the thumbnail, which I asked for. It said it's also sent it to my email. Let's have a look. Yeah, I got a thumbnail right here. If I click on this, got it right there, perfect. It says the script was sent to Telegram. Let me open my Telegram, bring it here. Yeah, it sent the script, the whole script, right here. Here's the full script in our latest video. Give any feedback, perfect. It says that the lead magnet PDF has been saved to my Google Drive as this. So let's see if that's there. Here it is, getting started with your first agentic workflow. Here's kind of a preview of what it looks like, the PDF it made. This thing will do it all for you. Let me download this. Now, the way you build it is very simple, just exactly the way it looks here. And I'm going to take you guys step by step. In 20 minutes, you'll be done with your first AI employee. So let's get started. Okay, so like I said, we'll be done in 20 minutes with this entire thing. So first, all you gotta search up is Stack AI and open up the page. You can create an account or log in if you have one already. So I already have one, so I'll just log in. And you see I have this project limits reached because I'm on the free version. Now, if you're on the free version, you get 500 runs for free with no API costs at all, which is more than enough to test out the capabilities and then decide if you want to go into a paid plan if you're going to continue on. So anyways, if I check my projects, I have two. This was the one that I just showed you, and this is another one I've built, so I'll just go ahead and remove that one. Okay, so now I'll show you how to get started. You click on New Project here, click on Workflow Builder, and you can grab the new project right from the new project template and press Use Template, and you can call it whatever you want. So I'll call it Content Operations Agent. I'll just do -YouTube. Okay, now you created your first project and you're sitting in here. So you can remove this and you can remove, it's designed to have a main agent that will be in charge of all of the smaller agents. So click on this and then go to AI agent, grab Anthropic, and then go to 4.6 Sonnet. And the reason I'm saying that is because look at the reasoning, the speed and the context are all great. If you took Opus, you would have the same, but it's a bit slower. And if you did 4.5 Opus, again, it's a bit slower. So 4.6 Sonnet is by far the best model to use when it comes to managing because it's quick and it's also intelligent. All right, the prompt is where you tell it what it is supposed to do, what its job is, the tools it has access to. Since it's an employee, we got to think about what do you want the employee to do, how do you want it to behave, and what can it use to get the job done. So since we're building more of a content-based one, I'll use this prompt, which is in the description. You can grab it from there, paste it in. So it just basically tells you that it's a manager agent responsible for a team of specialized sub-agents, whatever, and has sub-agents, thumbnail generator, copy drafter, email sender, and a telegram sender. All right, it has Google Drive search, Google Drive download, create a file, and access to a terminal. This one is really important because this means that if it is requested to do something that is not completable by its current tool set, meaning it can't use these 3 tools to get the job done, it's allowed to create a tool for itself, which you notice it did that when we did the PDF creation because there is no PDF creation in its current tool set, so it was able to make its own tool for itself. Okay? Then it has rules like when you receive a request, identify all tasks within it, and then you have this to always basically rules for it to follow. So you can copy the prompt, you don't gotta write it yourself, it's in the description. All right, the next part now is to give it its subflow tools and its main tools. So for its main tools, it needs a Google Drive tool. So go click on Google Drive, and I already have a Google Drive set up. If you don't, all you gotta do is connect your account to it. Just follow the prompt. It will tell you how to do that. It takes like 1 second. You click authenticate with email, you pick your email address, and you're done. It's literally a 2-step process. And so we need to give it the ability to, as we said, download files, search for files, and create files, right? So create file, get file, and search files. So we'll add those 3 tools in it. And you can see it says add connection for all tools. So if I click on this thing, I can choose my email address here. So if I was in your position, you would end up having to make a new connection, which you can click on. And then right here, you pick your email address. That's it. It's that simple. So I'll use this one because that's my main Google Drive. And the tool we want to give next is called Terminal. So search for Terminal and then choose Stack AI Computer and pick Terminal and click Add Tool. When you click on Configure in Terminal, when you press this, you can see the inputs over here. Leave this as filled by the AI. That's okay because the AI will be the one writing the code, not us. So it's fine. Don't worry about that. For the description, though, set manually. And again, in the description, you can paste this. Call this tool to create custom tools for yourself if the user's request is not completable by your current tool set. Okay? So we now have the main tools done. What we need to now give it is sub-agents. Because we mentioned it has sub-agents, we need to give it access to sub-agents. So click on it and scroll down to where you see subflow tools. Okay, we're going to give it a total of 3 subflow tools. The first tool is called Image Generation Tool. The second tool is called Gmail Sender. Actually, we'll call it Email Sender. And the third tool is the Telegram Sender. Okay, so now you've given it these 3 tools which it has access to, but we need to build them out. So we'll build them out one by one. Image Generation Tool is going to be an AI agent. So you want to grab an AI agent, and here you want to search for Google. Model, I would recommend you go with 3 Pro. It's just better. It's a great model when it comes to image generation. For the system prompt here, this one like before, we need to explain to it what it's going to do, what its job is, and how it's going to get it done. So you can grab this in the description too. You can paste it here. And it says that you are a thumbnail generator sub-agent. You receive a video topic from a manager agent, and your sole job is to produce a high-quality YouTube thumbnail image using the Stack AI image generation tool. So it's going to give it a detailed image prompt to generate a thumbnail. Now we've told it that it has access to a image generation tool, so we need to actually give it access to the image generation tool. So go to Tools here, plus Tool, click on Stack AI, and look for text to image. So you can also just search image and then click on text to image. when you click on the settings to configure it, the input, make sure this is allowed to be filled by AI. And the configurations though, go here and choose Nano Banana Pro, as it's currently the best model we have for image generation. Okay. Now, one of the things you noticed in this thing is that it has certain rules. Like I said, you must say the dimensions are 1280 by 720 pixels with a 16:9 aspect ratio, because it's supposed to be a thumbnail generator for YouTube videos, right? Okay, so this is what the model will get. Now, we don't want to give it our user message, because our user message went to the orchestrator agent, which is this one, right? If we told this image gen model to make a PDF and talk to my Telegram and send me emails, it wouldn't be able to do any of that. All it can do is give us images, which means that the input needs to come from the Anthropic agent, which is this one. So actually, let's go here and rename this to orchestrator agent. Okay. Now, if I go back here, I can go here and click on orchestrator agent, but we don't want that output to be the one that goes in here, because this is a subflow tool. So you're going to go ahead and choose the subflow tool from the orchestrator agent, that one right there. And you can remove user message. Okay. So this is the prompt that's going to be given to it, and then it will make another prompt and it will give that to the text to image tool. Okay. That's the entire image generation part done. And whatever you named it here, we named it image generation tool. Click on this and we will rename it to image generation tool and press enter. All right, next was email sender. So again, same process as before, click AI agent. All right, here again, you can use anything you want. I'm going to go with Anthropic 4.5 Sonnet, which is just like my default one because of just how good it is. For the instructions, just like before, what is it supposed to do and how is it supposed to do it? This is very simple. You are an email assistant. You will receive email instructions. You must call your email tool to adhere to the instructions. You only need to fill in the email subject, content, and URLs for attachments, if any. Attachments. The recipient's email is this by default unless otherwise specified by the user. Okay, so this is the email that I want to receive everything from, not the email we're sending from. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set up the send email right now. But first, remember, like before, you need to get rid of this and you want to choose subflow tool input. Now click on tools, add tool, and you see Gmail. Go to send email, add tool, press to configure a connection. I have my own connection here. You can set up yours. Now here we've said the recipient is determined by the AI, but we told it by default it has to use this email address. Recipient, not sender. It's sending from this email that it's connected to, okay? Then it will determine the email subject and the email content, which is exactly what we told it to do. Okay. Lastly is the Telegram sender. Now for this, you can really use any kind of social that you want to. Maybe you want to use Slack or you want to only stick to email. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. So go ahead and grab another model. You can use anything. I'm going to stick with Anthropic 4.6 Sonnet. So I'm going to put this on 4.6. Actually, matter of fact, this is supposed to be 4.6, my bad. Okay. And let's also rename this to the email sender, and we'll rename this to the Telegram sender and press enter. Okay. So here for this, what we need to do is give it the instructions again. So this is a Telegram sender. For this one is also not going to be complicated at all. You just give it this. Now here I have a chat ID. Okay, so the way you set this up is you open Telegram, you go to Botfather, you just search for it here, okay? You open up Botfather, and if you already have a Telegram chat that you want to use, that's a bot, you can simply go for /token and then choose the bot and it will give you the information. If you don't have that set up yet, you just go to /start and then do / you can just click it from the menu, new bot. How are you going to call it? I'll call it Stack AI. it must end in bot. So this is a different name. I'll try stack underscore AI underscore bot. Will that work? Stack AI bot. Okay. Let's go with stack bot. Okay. I think this is just gonna be the final one that I go with. Okay, cool. So you have this, and you have this token here. Okay. So you copy this, all right? And what you want to do is click on tools, add tool, do stack AI, scroll down to look for HTTP request, or you can just search it. Send HTTP request and click on add tool. Now click on settings to configure this tool because we're going to have to specify what kind of HTTP request we want to make. So for the inputs, the URL, we will set it manually, okay? And the way it's gonna work is you just wanna send it to this URL, okay? And in the description right now, when you grab this URL, it's gonna look like this, okay? So it's gonna say your token like that. All you're gonna do is grab this long link from here, all right? Come here, remove it, also remove the arrow, like the arrowhead, and paste in that long thing over there. All right? For the method, set manually and choose post. This is not stuff you really have to know why it is the way it is. It's just the way HTTP requests work. All right? Here, set manually, object, click on this. Here you're going to put content dash type, and you're going to type application slash JSON, all right, JSON. For the queries, set it manually as an object, but you can just leave it empty. Now the request body is where you're going to let AI fill it in, all right? We let the AI fill in the request body because what we told it here is that all it has to do is pass this as the body. We filled in everything else already. Now the chat ID is what you need to get. So this is, if we look at the, if I click on this thing, all right, here's the bot. So here is my Stack AI bot, but we need to get the chat ID right now. So the way you do that is you can see, like, if I go and I copy this and I open up Google and I paste it there, and I do send message, you see it's like message text is empty. But if I do get update and I send that, we're getting a not found, which is weird because it should be found. Okay. Maybe just needed some time to load. All right. Anyways, so you have that, and now you need to get the ID of the bot. So to get the ID, all you're gonna do is open up the chat. So you'd open up your new chat, like I'm using this one as my current chat, and you send a message, and then you go back to where we had this thing here. You see message ID. Here's looking for it. This 847. This is my chat ID, right? So this is what I'm gonna use. So you copy this. Okay, you copy this. By the way, if you want some other ways, you can do it like this, but this way makes the most sense. This link is also in the description, so you can open it up, replace this with your current HTTP key that you got from Botfather, right? This one here, and you'll be able to send a message and you get the update. This is the chat ID. Okay, so you come here, you open your instructions, and you replace this with your chat ID. Okay, that's all you got to do. All right, the last thing we want to do again is we don't want that as the prompt. We want the subflow input tool as the prompt. All right, perfect. So we have all three tools set up and we have our manager agent set up as well. All right, if you want to do a quick test, for example, you might want to see if everything is working fine. I would personally only need to check the Telegram one because sometimes it is quite buggy. So go ahead and connect this to the output. All right, and right here, I'm going to say send a test message to my Telegram. I'll run this and I want to see if it does everything correctly. All right, as you can see, something is wrong. We have, this is the chat ID, tools, we have HTTP request body is the queries is none, headers content type is application / JSON. This is it's a node that it tends to bug a lot. Let's just make sure everything is right. Right, this is post, this is the URL that it's going to send to. Headers is content type application / JSON. This is content type, right? Content type. Okay. We don't need to give it any subflow tools, so that's pretty weird. This is the prompt coming from the orchestrator agent. Okay. Let's refresh the page. Send a test message to my Telegram and run this again. Error in Telegram sender. Oh, queries not found in tool parameter. Okay. So let's look at the queries again. Queries is object as set manually, and we've left it empty, which is okay because we don't need to set that. So I don't understand why it's bugging, because queries can be empty. We have the headers as object, make this a string, query parameter. What if we just use none? Yeah, that worked. All right, cool. Hello, this is a test message from your agent. Everything's working correctly. Okay, perfectly fine. So sometimes there's errors, stuff happens, this is software at the end of the day. All right, so this is fundamentally the entire agent. Built it in under 20 minutes, and it's a full employee with a bunch of capabilities. And every time you want to stack another one on top, all you got to do is come here, pick a subflow tool, put it, give another agent, add the tools, and you're good to go. But this is great for your very first attempt. So the way you use it is you need to click on publish, right? Press publish version. Go to interface. You can pick the kind of interface you want to use. I prefer the chat assistant one. Application name, I don't know, we could give it an actual name. We'll call it Elliot AI. I don't know. We'll say this is a general content creation assistant. Send, create, and organize your content. Send, create, and organize your content with a single message. I don't know, you can get creative with it, like whatever you want to do. Press on save up here to find the publish interface, click on this thing, and there you have it. Just like before, we have the interface right here where you can give it commands and tell it to do things, which is pretty insane. And as you saw in the beginning video, it does it perfectly. Okay, so that's how you build your very first AI employee. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Stack AI gives you 500 free runs, so go ahead and have fun, get creative, test it out, see what you can build, see what you can do. And when you decide to get the paid version, that's even great. And if you want to check out some more drag and drop tools, I have a bunch of tutorials on N8N, which is a completely different platform, but still extremely, extremely good. Jesus. So on N8N, you can build like a lot of stuff. Like there's a bunch of things that we've done on this channel when it comes to N8N, stuff like this, which is very similar but very different. This is more enterprise ready. This is more like you can do your local automations and stuff like that. All right. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.